Hello everyone, and welcome to another stream of No Man's Sky. As the title states, you already guessed it, we finally have the update that's been promised yesterday. I put a stream out there yesterday, just explaining what we think is gonna come out, what we expect, what we don't expect, and to be honest, with all the patch notes I've been receiving, I've been reading for the past 30 minutes, I'm overwhelmed. I've got to say, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm not sure exactly where to start from. You know, that's the thing about this update, because you may say, oh, maybe they're gonna release this, they're gonna release that, but you never know all the other extra features they've tucked away and they've been preparing. You know, and I quite like that. Because if people, you know, expect, you know, they want them to release an update, you know, every month, you know, then it'll be like bite-sized updates. But give them time to create something, you know, out of the ordinary, and this is what you get. Just by looking at the game modes here, you can already see that we have one game mode that's now available, and that is a permadeath. Yeah, that's what they're calling it. They're calling it permadeath. And permadeath is it's like an even extreme mode. It's a mode that's just insane. I don't know the idea behind them creating a mode like this. Yeah, I don't know the idea behind them creating a mode like this. But as it states there, you can see it says all progress will be wiped upon death. Face the risk of permanent character death with the increased hazardous dangers of survival mode gameplay. It's insane, isn't it? It's just insane. Welcome to the stream, everyone. If you're as excited as I am to get this started, just drop some like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, so you can be, you know, up to date of any more streams or videos about No Man's Sky to come. We are in for some real treats. I can tell you that we're in for some real treat here, people. We've got 3 land-based vehicles. 3 land-based vehicles that has started. It's those 3 items has been already launched into the game, and it's something that I'm really raring to get going, to get going and get working. So just give me a couple more minutes here to get ready while we start, and I will be with you shortly. Already, you can already tell that they've put a lot of design, a lot of work into that background, and that's not the only menu. Well, that's not the only menu that they've improved the background. They've also fully redesigned the textures, and they've increased the graphics to be a slightly more higher HD. So if you're on full HD screen like 1080p, you get the best performance out of it. But if you're using PS4 Pro, you are also in for a treat. You're also in for a treat because they've also included the ability to be able to boost the performance to allow you to enjoy the 4K resolution that's been added to No Man's Sky. Okay, just getting things ready here, and we're just gonna start. I'm gonna stick to the normal mode in case you're wondering. Normal mode is what I've been working with since day one, when No Man's Sky launched, and that's what we're gonna be working on today. That's what we're going to be using. So apparently I'm gonna read the patch notes, you know, I'm gonna read the patch notes for the new release during the stream. So yeah, if you don't wanna, you know, go and read all those, because it's very, very long, and it's very, very detailed, very extensive patch notes I've ever seen. I might have to add that it's even slightly more than the patch notes that was released for the Foundation update. So just give me a couple minutes and we're gonna get this going, gonna get it started. I'm so psyched, so excited right now. I've already started streaming here, as you guys can see, and on YouTube, yeah, it's still not recognizing the fact that the stream has started, so I'm not sure what's going on there. There we go. Aha! I got it right now. So I'm just gonna put a chat out there just so you know that we're about to get going. Welcome. Welcome everyone. And welcome everyone to the stream. Enjoy the new update and share your comments. Share your comments and questions. Okay, I think we're about ready. We're just about ready. So let's get this road. Let's get this show on the road. I was about to say let's get this road on the show there, which makes it awkward. Okay, let's get this show on the road, people. Let's get this show on the road. Here we go. They've released a bunch of new music as well, new soundtrack to the game. So no more delay. Diving right in. Diving right in. So that's still the same. I don't think there's any improvement in that one. There's no improvement in that. So changes.
Extreme night temperature detected.
There we go. So last time I left this, last time I streamed, which was yesterday, I was at the station. Well, when I was explaining a few things. So we're going to go through this list if we can, but I'm probably gonna just read. I'm gonna probably skip this menu, and we're just gonna dive deep into the patch notes, so that would give you a overall overview of what's changed in the game so far. Okay. I'll just give you guys to have a glimpse, and I'm just gonna load, because there's their website is just bursting at the moment, because a lot of people are on their website, and I was one of a few that got in after, 'cause about an hour ago the website was under maintenance. All right, there we go. I'm just gonna skip this, guys. If you have any questions, comments, any shout outs, you can do it here. It's all right. If you're new to the channel, like if you like the video, if you like the stream, and subscribe, yeah, if you like videos like this. So I'm gonna take some time to read through the actual patch notes on their website. So here is asking me, this is one of the features they've added. It's asking me if I want to activate or enable the base sharing. So you can now share your base online for other players to discover, creating offensive or inappropriate bases. With this feature enabled may have an adverse impact on your account's rating. So enable base, yes, why not? Nice, look at that, saving in progress, do not return. All right, wow. All right, I forgot this was my freighter that I left on last. Whoa, that's photo mode. That's the extra thing that's been added, photo mode. All right, so I'm just gonna fly out here. I'll stay in space. Wow, already I can see that they've made so much improvements into the graphics of the game. You see the dashboard, the light actually reflecting into that, although there was a minor thing like that before, but whoa, not bad. Alright, there's something there that's inviting me in. It says vehicles, build of exocrafts vehicle. Alright, before I read you the notes, I'm just going to show you the menu so that you can see what has changed so far. So you got final journey, path to follow, you got build, shield, boost, tether, and you got vehicles, learn how to get a vehicle. So these are the objectives that are on here that I can carry out. And I've got all these objectives that are asking me to return to all my companions, which I am so glad about. And I predicted this yesterday's stream. I predicted this would happen. They will have more things for us to do. And I also spoke about goals that are giving us an actual goal to go for, rather than going from one galaxy to the other, aiming for the center of the galaxy. And this is what I think it is. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'll go into it once I've gone through the patch notes for you. But if you don't want me to go through the long patch notes, guys, just leave a comment, and I'm just gonna skip that, or because there's already a link. I already left a link in the description of the stream if you want to have a look for yourself. But just for the benefit of everyone else, I just thought maybe I'll just read out the patch notes for you. Okay, so in the journey planner, well, that's what I call it, journey planner. I've achieved everything except for this last one, as I'm still having issues on. And they've redesigned it. They've got a new background as well, a really nice sci-fi looking background on that. And we can now easily see our faction rating at the bottom of the journey planner. So for the Kovacs, there's a small icon that describes their head, what the head looks like. And it shows I have the highest rating, Traveler of the Atlas. And then you go Viking, Templar, and then Gek, Partner. That's the highest rating. Now for discoveries, the discovery menu hasn't really changed that much. The only difference they've added now is they've added this icon here to represent the star system, and they've added this icon here to represent the planets, and they've added this home sign icon here to represent the planet where I have my base in. And they've given you a tick, well, they've given me a tick to show exactly what I have uploaded, and the triangle, the red triangle, shows the ones I haven't. So let's go to controls. So now we have controls here as well, also a really nice background, and this hasn't changed either, the menu. Apparently they've smoothed out the sensitivity of the cursor. You can add screen filters and all the sort. Alright, so before we start any exploring, I'll just read out the patch notes for you guys, and we can get going. I'm guessing that green icon there, that red is one of my signal locators, but that green there is one of the things asking me to build something. This is my planet, isn't it? Yeah, this is my planet. Alright, so I'm gonna set the controller down, and I'll start reading the patch notes for you guys. Alright, so Pathfinder update 1.2. On my screen they showed update 1.2.1, and it starts with introducing Pathfinder update. The Pathfinder update introduces planetary vehicles, base sharing, PS4 Pro support, ship, vehicle, weapon specialization, permadeath mode, which is what I showed you earlier in the stream, and much more, which I'm going to explain in the next minute or so. It shows the path for the future. So on the website, on the web page, as I've left the link to their sites in the description of the stream, you can see the trailer of it if you haven't watched it already. So I'm just going to go through this as fast as I can so that we can get to exploring new things that's been added, because I know you guys are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm just going to read this patch notes once just for everyone else. So alright, here we go. Visual details. So we've introduced a host of visual improvements allowing you to explore the universe in even greater detail. High and ultra resolution textures, more accurate ambient lighting, horizon based ambient occlusion, high contrast lighting effects, crepuscular rays from the sun, improved post-processing with several filter options, HDR mode for compatibility monitors and televisions, which is for any of you guys that are currently in possession of HDR or 4K. This has been updated for that. It makes them slightly more HD and makes the lighting a bit more realistic. For online based sharing, bases can now be shared online, allowing other players to discover and explore your outposts. Steam Workshop integration allows players to upload their bases to the workshop, making it easier for other players to discover, visit, rate, and subscribe to your creation. Alright, so there's a picture here showing what to expect, you know, when people start sharing their bases, so you can visit them individually. So there's a signal that's around here sending me a message saying they need help if I wanted to help them out. I'm gonna probably do that later. Alright, moving on the patch notes. Own multiple ships. This I was very surprised at, although I was hoping that at some point they will release something that will allow us to be able to craft and build our own starships, and this is an alternative to that at the moment. I'm totally fine with it. I'll take it. That's the reason why, if you already have a freighter, if you already bought a freighter, you know, before this patch, before this update, you see other aliens coming into your freighter trying to sell some things, you know, whether traders or scientists coming in and they're landing in. But now they would actually prevent them from coming in, because the freighter would now be your cargo hold for both cargoes and the ships that you've bought, because now you can buy ships, and the ships that you buy, you can, if you have the previous ship that you were using before, can be turned in for a discounted price ships that you're about to buy. Crafty Lines, thanks for watching the stream, thanks for your support. And you got a question here. You said, have you noticed any immediate difference and improvements? Yes, Crafty, I have noticed a higher frame rate, I have noticed a higher graphics, and I've noticed a lot of new interface that's got a very clean look and a very sci-fi looking backgrounds that's been added to it, which, you know, makes it look a little bit more AAA game, if you know what I mean. So for the moment, those are the minor things I've noticed at the moment. They've redesigned the Discovery. The journey has been redesigned, as you can see here. The faction, your rating with the faction also can be easily viewed from the bottom here. Now you have a new tab called Log, which gives you a new goal to go for, like the final journey, they're calling it. So we're going to figure that out later once we've read the patch notes. So you can see all the companions now have objectives for you to complete. If you go back to your base, the control area is still the same, except I think they may have added one or two things there to accommodate with a new building structures are there. If you see on the top left corner, there's a new currency. Can you see, guys? There is a new currency there called nanite clusters. That currency will be given to you and acquired by when you speak to aliens, and when they ask you a question and you get the questions right. Sometimes you find that they will give you these clusters which you can use to buy a more advanced technology. And according to what, because I had a read through the patch notes earlier before I started, so that I can get an idea on what are the things in case questions like this are raised. And what I found out is the nanite clusters is now a currency that's used to give you more advanced technologies. More advanced technologies can no longer, you can no longer get more advanced technologies just by visiting aliens and space stations and trading posts and all that, because they would only offer you parts. Now, according to what they're saying, they will offer you parts of it. Yeah, nice one, Crafty. I really just hope that just stick to the stream while you're watching this, while you're waiting for it at the same time, so you can see what you're going to expect once it finishes loading. So I'll just continue with the patch notes, so you can hear what the full description is. So as I was explaining earlier on, they've allowed us to now to be able to own just more than one starship. So you can now own more than one starship. So let's say you already have one starship, which everyone has before the update. So if you now buy a new starship, you can now save that starship on your freighter, so that anytime you feel like changing the starship that you want to use for the day, you can come to your freighter. Inside your freighter, you will have your starship there. Pick one you want, and then you can fly out again. That's the reason why they've now prevented AI NPCs to fly into your freighters. That would not happen. I think that will rarely happen. I'm still yet to find that out. But there are now more chances of you finding more empty landing pads on your freighters, just because they're saving those for when you actually start accumulating starships, different starships, because now starships now has differentiation. I'm gonna get to that in the next bit. Alright, continuing with the patch notes. Use the enormous hangar in your freighter to purchase and store your own collection of starships. So you can buy starships from the freighter itself, and whichever starship you buy is going to be automatically stored on one of those landing pads that you have in the freighters. So that's why, because I've got my freighter here somewhere. Yep, that's my freighter here. So I'm going to probably just go in there, and then I'm not going to access anything yet, just going to go through the freighters first and show you what I think. Oh, thank you, Craftline. Much appreciated. Thanks for the sub. Damn, where's the remote? Alright. There's something glitching over there on the left. I can't see that properly. I think you guys will see that. So as you can see, unlike before, when you come in, there's usually more AI NPCs coming in from here and then landing in front of yours. That's not going to happen anymore. So that's what they were explaining with that. So continuing with that, it says this is even more meaningful with the introduction of ship specialization, classes, and the ability to trade in previous ships against new purchases. So now you can trade in ships that you don't need anymore to gain more, more money, if you will. So now what they were talking about, the starship specialization, they said now you can find and collect the perfect starship with new specialization and classes. So they've now divided the starships into 4 areas, just like they promised. If you guys remembered the trailers that was released, the concert, the conference that Sean Murray went to, that was talking about how a different ship is going to feel different way because it's a different ship, because it's meant for a particular purpose. that is what's coming in here now. Now they're saying here, you got a fighter ship, you got shuttle ship, you got hauler ship, you got explorer ships. Each ship has a specialization. So the shuttle, the fighter, the hauler, all science that improves performance in specific areas. Shuttles are all-round, fighters specialize in combat, haulers have expanded cargo holds, and science vessels feature increased warp capabilities. In addition to new ship types, all ships will now be classed rates, which means they will now be categorized. In my view, that's the way I see it. They're now categorizing the ships in order of rarity and in order of from valuable to the lowest. So classed rates in this order: A, B, C, or the ultra rare class, which is called S. When purchasing a new ship, you'll now be given the option to trade in your current ship for a discount, which is what I mentioned earlier. So moving on to you guys have got PS4 Pro. If you guys have got PS4 Pro, this is gonna be, a good a good update for you. I mentioned earlier as well. So PS4 Pro support has been enabled, allowing 4K resolution gameplay. 4K resolution gameplay would allow 4K rendering on PC, and the PC has also been optimized. So together with visual improvement for all versions, No Man's Skies has never looked better. I haven't got 4K PC, I haven't got PS4 Pro, so I can't really test that out yet. Moving on. New vehicles, exocrafts. Those are the ground vehicles. So master the surface of your home planet using new exocrafts. These land-based vehicles give new meaning to planetary navigation, combat, and mining, and can be summoned from anywhere on the planet they were constructed upon. Right, because I was thinking about something yesterday when I was doing the stream. If you guys haven't seen the stream, go and watch the stream maybe after the stream. I was saying yesterday that there is a chance that they will allow us to be able to summon our ships. Summon our exocraft. That's what they're calling it. It's ground vehicle, but a technical term they're calling it is exocrafts. That's EXO craft. So the ability to be able to summon these vehicles once you've created them. So before, I was under the impression that they will only be summonable on your home planet, but this is now saying that as long as you created this on that planet, you can use it on that planet. So you can't go out to another planet and use it there. It has to be the planet that it has been created on, and I'm guessing that it's going to be your home planet. Majority of the time it will be your home planet you'll be crafting it on. So they've released 3 brand new vehicles. The smallest exocraft is the Normand. That's the one that hovers. If you've seen the screenshots, the thumbnail I put up earlier, I think YouTube has removed it and put my YouTube art on there for some reason. I'm not sure why. Right, it said the smallest exocraft is the Normand. What it may lack in cargo space, this hovercraft makes up for in speed, agility, and its ability to glide over water. Wow, to be able to glide over water, that's impressive. The second one, which I think is my favorite, I haven't tested it out yet, I haven't built mine yet, but just by looking at it, it looks like those screenshots that we saw during the data miners when they released something that may be coming out in the next update. It looks almost like it. It's called the Roma, the mid-range exocraft, a great all-round capable of quickly crossing rugged terrains and adapting to most situations. And the last but not the least, this looks like the Hummer. It also looks like a cargo-based, vehicle. I'm going to show you guys all this later. I'll create each and every one of those vehicles just so you can see how it feels, so you can see how it behaves, and see how those three varies into what their capabilities are. And this last vehicle is called the Colossus. Right, just by the name, you already know it's going to be something big, right? It's the largest of all the exocrafts. This lumbering behemoth offers an enormous cargo hold, perfect for those looking to harvest resources. Acquire exocraft by hiring a Viking technician, which means you got to hire someone else to be able to craft this. So which means you're going to go back to where? The space station. So, in order to craft your own exocraft, you have to hire a Viking technician for your planetary base and completing a new series of missions. Mount powerful mining lasers and harvest resources with far greater efficiency. I've been looking for this. This is one of the things I've been looking for. Just sitting there and pointing your minigun at a resource and just waiting for it to fill up. It's just tedious sometimes. And this is going to make mining and harvesting things, metals, elements, makes it a lot faster to mine and sell. Because now, I think now is the only time more than ever that you're going to actually really wish you had more units. Because this is when units will now become even more valuable and even more highly demanded commodity. Because there's a lot more things to buy, there's a lot more missions to do, so let's get on with the patch notes, shall we? Mount powerful mining lasers and harvest resources with far greater efficiency. High intensity long range scanners aid the discovery of distant buildings, objects and resources. Equip weapons and eliminate threats with increased firepower. Boost your vehicle speed with the acceleration model. And there's a lot of things that are shown here on their website, showing what to expect. And for the exocraft, they are adding some events to the exocrafts, and the event is called the exocraft races, which means you can create a race on your home planet, upload it just like you're sharing your base, and you can actually set up a challenge that people can just see from online on the screen, and they can just try their hand out to see if they can match your own speed. Hey Bowman, how you doing, bro? Thanks for watching the stream. How you doing there? Really much appreciated. If you're new to the stream, new to the channel, please subscribe just to support, and like the video if you're enjoying what you're seeing. So let's continue with the patch notes. I promise you I'm going to try and go through the patch notes as much as I can so we can get to the exciting stuff. Hone your driving skills by building your own race circuits on your home planet. Find the most interesting planet, create a time trial, and challenge others to beat it. Obtain the race initiator and place it inside your base building zone. Hop into your vehicle and drive the route you'd like to map out, dropping checkpoint markers anywhere on the planet. Once a circuit is created, race the track over and over to set up unbeatable lap times. Players visiting your base via base sharing will be able to race using the circuit you created, challenging others against your split times. Next thing they've added is also something that's quite, kind of my favorite. Another thing that's been highly demanded from No Man's Sky Hey Boneman, yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, nice to hear that, bro. Me? No, that's fine. You're not interrupting anything. I'm from UK. I'm from the United Kingdom. Yeah, I'm from the United Kingdom. Thanks for asking. All right, let's get going with the patch notes. New traders have been added to space stations and bases, as well as new currencies. So there are now more technologies that's been packed into the game. A few of them here are listed here. Curved corridors, which allow you to have a curved corridor in your base, to build in your base. Now you have a square room that can be built. Before you can only build circled rooms, although there was a cuboid one which allowed you to increase floors and increase how big your room is, but this one now allows you to build a square shaped room. And you have a message module which you can use to display a message on the screen of whoever is visiting your base. And you have a race initiator, which I just mentioned earlier, that the race initiator allows you to start the race and run the race with the split times that you have, and that will allow others to try their hands at it. Oh, thank you very much, woman. That's very much appreciated. Thanks very much. To be honest with you, I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. Every game I've been playing, I've been hearing that, because people tend to say, "Oh, I tend to explain things in a more, easy to understand way," and I appreciate you pointing that out. Thanks, Bowman. Hey, Matt H. How you doing, bro? Thanks for watching. Welcome to the stream. We are on the hack train for the Pathfinder update, and we're gonna run down majority of the new content that's been added to the game. But for now, if you bear with us, we're just gonna run through the patch notes so that we can all understand what to expect in the game. Right, I was telling you guys earlier, I'm gonna show you now. I was telling you guys earlier that you could hold on. Yes. Hold on one moment. We have just started, Matic. We have just started. We haven't gone through it yet, but we have just started. So we're going to be going in depth once we've gone through the patch notes. And right now, it looks like No Man's Sky. I've decided to choose the wrong time to get frozen. Yeah, it's a gag transmission, Bowman. It's a gag transmission. There is a freighter in distress nearby. So the sound you're hearing in the background is a distress sound transmitted via the radio. But right now, I'm not sure exactly what's going on because the game has just frozen. You can see that there's no more movement on the spaceship, on the starship. The game has just decided to totally freeze out at the wrong time. Never happened before on the stream. This is the first time, so I do understand that a lot of people may be trying to get this out to their subscribers and to their viewers, and this may be the reason why. So bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna refresh the screen here, and I'm gonna stop the stream just shortly so that I can restart the application, because the application has totally closed down now. It's frozen out on me. So hopefully you guys will join me back on the new stream I'm gonna start. I'm not sure why this is happening, but like I said, a lot of people may be on No Man's Sky servers right now trying to get this out, and that may be the reason for the freeze. So I've tried pressing every button that's on the DualShock controller and nothing is happening. So bear with me, guys. So as soon as I stop this streaming, I'll start a fresh new one, and you guys can join me for that as well, and we can continue from where we continued, or where we started to where we stopped. All right.